Hello and welcome to this part. In this part, we are going to solve the question for May 2019 of the course Engineering Economics, question number 5 of the PENG exam in Canada. According to the question, an aluminium fabrication plant in Manitoba is studying a replacement decision for its old water jet cutting machine purchased 7 years ago at $130,000 with a new, more precise water jet cutting machine based on market studies. The old water jet cutting machine will have to be replaced sometimes before the end of the 4 years. The market value of the old water jet cutting machine is currently estimated at $49,000. Other related data for the old water jet cutting machine are summarized in the table below. The minimum attractive rate of return is 10%. So remaining service life for the year 0 to year 4, salvage value for year 0 to year 4, and O&M, operation and maintenance costs for year 0 to year 4 is as below. In part A, determine the equivalent annual cost for the old water jet cutting machine over 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 4 years of remaining service. So we have to calculate EAC. What is EAC? EAC is equivalent annual cost. How to calculate it? We have to calculate the capital recovery plus the annual O&M cost. What does it mean? C means current market value, S means salvage value. So the formula for capital recovery is as C times A over P, because something which is happening annually, and salvage value is S times A over F. So we want to calculate it based on the annual. So C times A over P, because P is present, salvage is something for future. As we want to have it on annually, it would be S times A over F. So A over P for 10% and 1 year is 1.1. A over F for 10% and 1 year is 1. So for year 1, EAC is equal to 49. 49 is the current worth of the project, the current worth of the system, which is 49,000 at the year 0. So times A over P, 10% and 1, minus 31,500, which is the worth, which is the value of this system on the year 1. So we have to calculate the difference, and we have to add it with the annual operation and maintenance cost, plus 17,000. All these numbers are from the table. Have a look. These are the table. 49, 31, and 17. So we have to change it to annual cost. Change it to annual cost is something future to annual, present to annual, and this is operation and maintenance cost. And this is something for annual, so we have not to change it. We have to calculate the differentiation. We have to calculate the difference between these two and add it with this number. So the total value for year 1 would be 39,400. We'll do the same for year 2, 3, 4, and 4. For year 2, EAC is equal to 49,000, the current value. So what is the difference in year 2? 2. A over P, 10% 2. This is the worth of the system in the second year, 19,875. We have to calculate A over F, 10% after 2 years. We have to calculate the difference between these two plus the operation and maintenance cost on the year 2. So the result would be $40,089.325. Yes, you are right. You have to calculate the year 3. EAC for year 3. So for EAC of the year 3, we are doing the same like this. So the first year, 49,000, A over P, 10%, 3 years. The worth of the system on the year 3, 15,656, A over F, 10% and 3, plus the operation and maintenance cost. The total value would be 41,774.22. And for the year 4, we're doing the same. We have to calculate, as you know, I'm not telling anymore because you know better than me. We have to calculate this value based on the compound table. We have to just find the 10% year 4. We have to check the A over P, and we will have this result. And why we are 4? Because we are in the year of 4. Why A? Because we are calculating all of them on the annual aspect. So calculating the annual, all them together, add them all together, that would be the result. In part B, determine the remaining economic life of the old water jet cutting machine. So how many years remaining for these old machines? As you know, on the part A, we calculate that how much is the annual cost of the project. So we have to compare them all together. To find the remaining economic life, we have to calculate EAC according to part A. Choose the lowest one. You have to see which one is the lowest. So remaining economic life would be 1 because on year 1 has the lowest value of the EAC. As you can see, on year 4 is 47,000, year 3 is 41,000, and year 3 on year 2 40,000, and on year 1 is 39,000. So it would have the less cost for us if we replace the system on this time rather than any older time. And in part D, what would be considered as the sunk cost? So sunk cost is a past cost that has already been happened and cannot be recovered. Here, the sunk cost is the original purchase price, $130,000. We cannot do anything because we paid it before, and now we are on a time which we don't have any uh, power to change this value. So this is called the sunk cost. Thank you for watching this video. Wish you the best on your way to getting this certification.